All right, and boom. What is up, everybody? It is me, J-Rod, the filmmaker, former film major, frequent fighting gamer from Philadelphia, and we are back with a very special video. We are back with another Mortal Kombat 1 video, but not only that, we are back with a follow-up to a video that I did almost a year ago. And if you know anything about Mortal Kombat, you know about a year ago, this game was released. Not only about a year ago, the day that I'm recording this is exactly 1 year since the release of Mortal Kombat 1. It is the 1 year anniversary. Happy birthday to Mortal Kombat 1. And so I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts of Mortal Kombat 1 after 1 year. This is not my first time doing a video like this. However, I did a video just like this 1 month after the game came out called My Honest Thoughts About Mortal Kombat 1 After 1 Month. And I went over some things about the game that I like, some things about the game that I think needed changing, and I put it all together, and we had Mortal Kombat 1 at the time, about a year ago. And now a lot has changed. So many things have changed in just 1 year with this game that I've got to revisit the video. I got to talk about what has changed, what still could be changed, and what the game is like a year later. And I'll be honest, guys, it's almost a completely different experience in many realms. Not only that, but today, the day that I'm recording this, we also just got a new combat cast. It was the biggest combat cast that we've gotten for Mortal Kombat 1 so far, and it featured a look at Noob Saibot and all of the new content that is coming to the game with the Chaos Reigns DLC update, which is only 5 days away from the day I'm recording this. And I'm so glad that I actually watched that combat cast before making this video, because I had about a page worth of things that I think they could still change, or things that I think that they needed to elaborate on more in the game. And a lot of those things actually were directly addressed in that combat cast, so that on Tuesday when the Chaos Reigns update rolls out, we will actually have a lot of the things that we have been waiting since launch will finally be here. Now, some things have already been addressed, some things have already been changed for the better, but I feel like most of the things that I still wanted changed are about to get changed in a big way. There are still a couple bullet points that I do want to expound on, and I think that they should still change, so they don't have any plans for it yet. And then there are things that I talked about in my 1 month video that still haven't been implemented in the game, while there are some things I asked for in that video that already have been implemented in the game. So we're going to talk about all of it, and I'm going to give you guys an idea of my thoughts of Mortal Kombat 1 after 1 year. Now, like I just said, the keyword there is these are my thoughts. I cannot make a video about your thoughts because I am not you, I am only me. So this video will exclusively be about my thoughts, my experience, and my opinions. However, if you want to share your thoughts, opinions, and experience as well, you can do so in the comments. I would love to see your thoughts, opinions, and if you have any other suggestions. However, don't expect for me to say your thoughts, just like I don't expect you to say my thoughts. We're different people, different strokes for different folks, as I like to say. And so this video will be about my opinions, and if you want to voice your own, you can do so in the comments below. This video is not about me changing anyone's opinion, and it's not about me trying to get anyone to play the game or to buy the game or to enjoy the game. I trust that everyone watching this video is their own individual, and they can make their own decisions on whether or not they like the game or they want to buy the game or support the game. Just like I hope you guys trust me that I'm my own individual person and I make my own decisions on the games that I like, the games that I play, and the games that I decide to make content for. So as long as we have that mutual understanding, I think everything will be just fine. So we can hurry up and get into the video, because I got a couple bullet points that I want to talk about. So let's do it. Also, I got the game up. But let's go into customization, and let's start off with my first thing. My first thing is that we need more skins in Mortal Kombat. Now, there have been a lot of skins to drop, specifically if you look at a character like Scorpion. Scorpion probably has the most skins in the game. Whether you have these top 3 skins are all free, and you can unlock them through gameplay. This is Scorpion's default skin. It'll be unlocked as soon as you start the game. This is his Union of Light skin. You get different palettes by doing different things, but playing in the towers or leveling up his mastery chart or just playing in invasions mode can all give you different palettes of the different skins. So like this one came from character mastery, as well as this one. This one was a season 1 type of skin that I might have got from the seasonal store. I also might have gotten it from Invasions mode that first season. And then every season you kind of get new skins. Like this one is from Season of Blood. This one is from the Season of Ice. This is from the Season of Chaos. You'll notice this one is a bit different than the other ones. We'll talk more about that later. And then there's also the Order of Darkness skin that is similar. You can get this skin from Combat League. You can get this skin from Invasions mode. These two palettes specifically are from Twitch drops, as well as you get more palettes as the time goes on. This is from this season of Invasions. These reptile skins are from last season of Invasions. This is from the Season of Storm in Invasions. So yeah. And then the next 3 skins are all paid skins that you can unlock in the store. Deadly Alliance skin is great. Dia de Mortes, one of the first premium skins that was ever in the game. UMK3, which is a later one. And then this is a brand new free skin that they gave out to everyone for free. The MK95 skin in 2 different variations. Now, while Scorpion has a bunch of skins, he's an example of a character that probably doesn't need new skins. But you could also see a good example of a character that does. I like to go to Gears. My main only has 3 different skins. There's a lot of palettes of these skins, as you can see, 27, 33, and then 9 palettes each of their respective skins, but not a lot of skins because there's only 3 different variations. And this Order of Darkness skin, Geras first got these in the Shrine from Season 1. So it has been a year since Geras got a new type of skin. Yes, he gets palettes every season. Well, not every season, but he gets palettes throughout the season. This is one of my favorites from the Season of Storm. And then these 2 are from the most recent season, Shang Tsung's Soul Eater season. But although we get new palettes every once in a while, we haven't gotten a new skin for Geras in about a year. And this is my main character, so I would definitely know. While these 3 are all great skins, he needs something new. And not just a new palette, we need new skins, new types of skins, new unique skins. And so I just want to show the difference between a character like Scorpion that has so much options, so many different choices, and Geras, who only has those options. Now, for all the base roster, they all have at least 3 skins at this point. Let's go with, well, Katana has more because she has premium skin. Who else? Reiko just got his Order of Darkness skin, so he's another character that only has 3 different types of skins. And not very many palettes of his Order of Darkness skin since it's brand new. 2 from last season and then 2 from this season. Not that much. In addition to his default and his Union of Light skin. And, you know, I like the Order of Darkness skin, but compared to his default skin, it's not that different. It's bulkier, it has the fur, and it has the shoulder pauldron. But besides that, it's pretty similar to his default skin. So we need more unique skins. We need every character to have another option for skins and not just more palettes of the skins that they already have. When you look at DLC characters, most DLC characters only have 1 skin and a few palettes of that 1 skin. So Takeda only has 1 skin, and the 3 guest characters, Homelander, Omni-Man, and Peacemaker, they all only have 1 skin. A couple different palettes for each, 6 max for DLC characters, but 1 skin. The exception to this rule is Quan Chi. Quan Chi actually has a bunch of skins for whatever reason. His default, his Festival Disguise, his Union of Light, and his Order of Darkness skin. And there's also 1 more premium skin. I forget if it's Deception or Deadly Alliance. It's one of the 3D era games, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a paid skin. I just decided not to buy it. But there is another Quan Chi skin out there that I don't have. Ermac has 2 skins. His default, and then he just got his UMK3 skin in the store last season. And so those 2 characters are lucky, but all the other DLC characters only have 1 skin. So we need more skins in general for all characters, but more unique skins and not just palettes. More skins for DLC characters specifically. And also, I want to say more skins for cameo characters as well. Cameo characters also could use a lot more skins. A cameo like Kano just has 1 skin. Most cameos actually do only have 1 skin, but there are some exceptions, like Kung Lao got 2. Sonya has 2, maybe 3? Oh yeah, Sonya has 2. Jax has 2. But as you can see, these two skins aren't that different. Really, the biggest thing is the metal arms. And then majority of the characters in the game only have the one skin. Movado is a great example of someone who could use a second skin, because Movado's Armageddon skin is so sick, and then we're just stuck with this corny Deadly Alliance skin. But yeah, most characters are only rocking the one skin, or most cameos as well. And I would love for them to add on, because the characters that we do have additional skins for, those skins are sick. But honestly, it's only Kung Lao, Sonya, and Jax, and everyone else is just rocking the one skin. I do want to say that some palettes actually do give you unique cosmetics for the skins. Like I showed off that one skin for Scorpion from the Season of Chaos. Season of Chaos actually is a good example of how you can make these skins unique. You see, Johnny actually has a good amount of skins, including this skin, which was free in the Seasonal Tower if you decided to grind it, and this skin that they gave out for free, which is from Story Mode. Pretty good. Van Damme was a exclusive for pre-ordering, I think. And then this one came in the Shrine one season. Then he has his Order of Darkness, Union of Light, and Default, just like all characters. But if you look at the Chaos skins, not this one, not this one, this one. This is an example of how a Chaos skin can be unique. It has this different hairstyle. It has this mohawk. And Johnny's not the only one to get the mohawk. There's one for Katana that has a mohawk. I think the mohawk is kind of ugly, right? But I give them credit that the mohawk is at least something unique to that specific season skin. There's her Season of Blood, her Season of Ice, and here's her mohawk skin. It's a little rough, but I respect it for being unique. And then Sub-Zero has one as well, but it's a different mohawk. This one, he has a nice, the short mohawk, the symmetrical one, like a style you would expect. Now, while I said these Chaos skins are not my favorite, but I wish they would take the reins. I wish they would take the example that they set with these Chaos skins and give us more palettes that actually have unique options to them, whether it's unique outfit, unique shoes, unique eyewear, unique hairstyle, unique mask variants, or anything. Having palettes that make the skins feel different and actually look different instead of just being similar to the default. I like the differentiation between this that came out in the Ice season and this that came out in the Chaos season, that also has like tattoos and scars and a bunch of things different. So I wish that going forward, as they add more palettes, that they can make those palettes unique, but I also want unique skins that aren't just palette swaps. Another thing that I was gonna say we need more of is dragon crystals. The way that you can get free dragon crystals, the only way you can get free dragon crystals right now, is through character mastery. If I take a look at this mastery chart, all right, you get 100 dragon crystals when you get a character to level 20, and then you get 100 more dragon crystals when you get a character to level 31. That's 200 dragon crystals per character, and with 25 base roster characters, that's about 5,000 free dragon crystals. However, if you're like me, I already leveled up every single character in the game, and I already unlocked all of those dragon crystals, and I already spent them. It's been a year, so you can't blame me. Some people might have more restraint than me, but they were free dragon crystals, so I did not mind using them. And because of that, all of the premium skins that I have in the game right now, I got all of them for free. All those Scorpion skins you saw, I got them all for free. The couple that I have for, the one I have for Ermac, I got that for free. The ones that I have for any other character in the game, I got them for free. And I really like that, and I think more people should be able to get free skins, especially the paid premium skins that'll cost about $5 at least. I think a lot more people will enjoy the game and enjoy those skins if they can get them for free. Now, they did just add a new way to get free dragon crystals that's not in the game yet, but it will be when Chaos Range drops. They're going to give out 75 free dragon crystals a week if you complete the weekly challenge. There will be, so I think they're changing it. I don't think the weekly quests are going to work like this anymore. We might still have these quests and then also get an additional weekly quest that'll just give us dragon crystals that'll be in the new Towers of Time. So I'll show the picture or the clip from what they showed us in the combat cast. But I really like the idea that every single week there will be a chance to earn dragon crystals. It's only 75, but that is every single week as long as you complete the challenge, so you can continue to stack those crystals up until you have enough to buy something that you really want. So it's them rewarding us for just playing the game, and that's the stuff that I like. Another way that they could add more dragon crystals into the game, so like I said, you unlock characters or you unlock dragon crystals via mastery charts, but the DLC characters don't have dragon crystals on their mastery charts. So if I go to any DLC character, like Ermac, he has a mastery chart just like any other character. The DLC characters charts only go up to 20. They don't go up to 35, or yeah, 35 like the other characters. But there's no dragon crystals on this chart at all whatsoever, which I think it sucks. You know, it's a missed opportunity in my opinion, because why not give us a reward for the characters that we paid money for? We got a reward for the free characters, but why wouldn't we get a reward for the paid characters when we paid for them? So they cost more, and it's more of a risk to actually use them. The fact that the charts stop at 20 though could give them an option to extend the chart up to 35 like a normal base roster character, and then add the dragon crystals on the later charts for those people like me who just want to level up and grind, and we don't care how much time it costs as long as we're rewarded for the time we put into it. And that is for all of the DLC characters. None of them have dragon crystals on their chart. They got skins, they got brutalities, you know, they got combat cards and all the other things you would expect to get, but there are no dragon crystals on a DLC character chart. I think that sucks, and I would like for them to change it. If they don't change it for Combat Pack 1, I would love for them to change it for Combat Pack 2 and moving forward. Alright, so this is our Combat League rank rewards for this season. Now I'm using this to talk about the Order of Darkness skins. Order of Darkness skins, if you don't know what they are, in story mode there was a big fight between the Order of Darkness and the Union of Light. Basically, the Order of Darkness are evil versions of all the characters that come from Shang Tsung's world, Shang Tsung's timeline, and the Union of Light are the good versions of the characters that come from Liu Kang's timeline. And in the end, they all had this big fight on the pyramid. The Order of Darkness characters all had on Order of Darkness skins. That is just like the evil version of all the characters. Those are the skins that you've been unlocking in the game, whether it's in the Shrine, in Combat League, or in Invasions mode. If your character was a main character in Invasions mode, then you got a bunch of palettes for their Order of Darkness skins. This season is Shang Tsung's season of the Soul Eater. So by completing the Invasions mode boss, you get Order of Darkness Shang Tsung skins. By going back and unlocking the locked off parts of all the stages in Invasions mode, you get more Shang Tsung Order of Darkness palettes. If you make it up to Grandmaster, you get an Order of Darkness palette for Quan Chi. And for some reason, the Elder God reward is not an Order of Darkness palette for Ermac. Even though he does have an Order of Darkness skin that was in story mode, it's not yet been available to unlock for whatever reason. Maybe it's going to come in a future season, but for right now, we don't know. Now, these Order of Darkness skins have been like the main unlockable consumable, whether it's for Invasions, Combat League, or even Titan bosses. If you fight a Titan boss over and over again, you get a bunch of Order of Darkness cosmetics for that character. So Baraka, Shao Kahn, Rain, Li Mei, Ashra, who was the last one? Quan Chi was actually the last one. All the characters that have been Titan bosses have gotten all of their Order of Darkness skins in a bunch of different palettes through that Titan boss battle. But we are almost at a point where all of the Order of Darkness skins are revealed and released. Not all of them are out there yet, but almost all of them are out there. And so because of that, I think they need to come up with a new type of skin going forward to be the new type of cosmetic that we grind for in Invasions, Combat League, so on and so forth. It was just revealed at today's Combat Cast that Liu Kang is the next main character of Invasions and Combat League. So next season we will see more Liu Kang Order of Darkness skins available for everyone to unlock. So this is Liu Kang's Order of Darkness skin. You can get some, depending on, you know, how you unlock it and what season you unlock it in, it'll have different variations. He has some Revenant Soul Eater types variants from this season. as well as these, I believe, were weekly challenge skins from last season and this season respectively. You'll be able to get a bunch more palettes of this skin in the next season of Combat League and Invasions. So 2 palettes will be available in Combat League, whatever rank he is. He'll probably be like the champion level skin. So when you get to his level in Combat League, you'll get 2 new palettes, and then when you beat his boss in Invasions mode, you get 2 more palettes. Then when you go back and unlock the locked parts of all the maps and you complete all the mesas, you'll get even more palettes, like 2 different palettes per every mesa that you complete. We're almost out of all of these Order of Darkness skins. There's still some characters that don't have all of their Order of Darkness skins, like Reiko only has 4. And then I think one of the last characters to ever get their Order of Darkness skin is Katana. She only has 3 palettes, but they showed off she will be getting some new palettes for her Order of Darkness skin next season. It'll probably be in Combat League, but it still could be in Invasions, because like these 3 skins were like side boss, sub boss unlockable if you did it in Invasions. So my point with this is that they're gonna need a new type of skin moving forward for when they are all out of Order of Darkness skins. I think I already know what they're gonna go with, because we kind of got hints of the theme of this next year 2 with Chaos versus Order. If you look at all of the trailers, there's a bunch of Chaos skins in the Chaos range trailers. We got some for Kenshi, some for Kenshi, Takeda. We saw some for Katana herself, as well as Melina got one hinted today at the Combat Cast. Who knows how many Chaos skins there are going to be? Maybe there's one for every single character. But I think that the new version of Order of Darkness is going to be these new Chaos skins. And then in year 3, we will probably get a new variant of skins that will be the new rewards moving forward. So instead of getting your Order of Darkness skin, so this is Evil Katana, this is Union of Light, Good Katana. Once all of these are spent, I think then we'll go into our Chaos skins versus our Order skins. And I think that'll be really cool. I just want to make sure that they are as good as these last skins were, because these last Order of Darkness skins are really good. And I want to make sure there's enough for all the characters out there, including Geras. I want Geras to get a Chaos skin and an Order skin, and I want it to be a nice, unique skin and not just some new palettes of the skins we already have. Shrine and Seasonal Store. This is one thing that I was going to talk about that needed buffs, but they already admitted that they buffed the Shrine and the Seasonal Store. So let's go into the Seasonal Store. Now, I looked back at my old 1-month review video to see how many cosmetics they used to put in the Seasonal Store, and there were about 3 skins and 2 gear for all of the characters, and then the characters that were like main characters got even more than that. So there was at least 4 items for characters back in the early seasons, and as many as 9 items for the characters in those early seasons. Now, for whatever reason, there's a lot less. So if you go to Scorpion, who actually has a skin, 1 skin, 1 gear. And if you go to a character that doesn't have a skin, 2 gears, no skins. Geras, 2 gear, no skins. So they went from having 4 to 9 items for each character to now only having 2 items for most characters. And I think maybe if we're lucky someone has 3, but I think it might only be 2 items for each one. Oh, there's something I didn't buy for Shang? What? I didn't buy Shang's skin? That's crazy. I literally almost missed out on this because they are season exclusive. So good thing I went and checked. I don't know why they would start off giving out 9 items per character and then drop it down so significantly to 2 items. That's why it made me seem like they're running out of skins, and why this new refresh that we'll get for Chaos Reigns is going to be important. Now, they don't have any items in here for DLC characters. That's another thing DLC characters are lacking. But they confirmed in today's Combat Cast that they will have brutalities available for DLC characters in the Seasonal Store going forward. And those brutalities won't be season exclusive, so you can unlock them whenever you want, whenever you get enough coins for them, which is good. Same thing with the Shrine. I can't show you guys the Shrine this season because I've already completed it, but I might put a clip in here. There was only 1 skin in the Shrine this season, and it was Festival Quan Chi, if I remember correctly. You got like 4 pallets or so, maybe 6 pallets at the most, and then once you got all that, Shrine was completed. Now, I don't know how many more items they're going to add to the Shrine moving forward, but at least we have confirmations that they're going to add cameo brutalities into the shrine. So they did buff content in the shrine and in the seasonal stores. We'll just have to see how significant that buff is. And so that was going to be my main complaint. The amount of stuff in the seasonal store and the shrine just kept dwindling until there's almost nothing in there. We need this refresh. We need to buff these things because I love coming back and getting free stuff every single season. I would argue that they went quality over quantity because the skins that we did get in the seasonal store are Order of Darkness palettes and not just default skin palettes. But we need quantity back because even though they were quality skins, it was not enough in there to hold us over. We got revealed just today at the Combat Cast what the Warrior Shrine is. And it's not a huge thing. It's basically just an online leaderboard. The top 5 players in each season are going to be enshrined in the Warrior Shrine. And it's basically going to give you guys a nice little display where you can scroll through whoever was the best in each season. But as you can see here, Warrior Shrine, it just says coming soon. You can't click on it. You can't do anything with it. In 5 days, when this season comes to an end and Chaos Reigns begins, we will get our first look at the Warrior Shrine. I'm not going to be in the Warrior Shrine because I don't play online that much. As you can see, I'm only Warrior this season because I didn't like the skins. But I'm never going to be top 5. Hell no. I'm not doing that much grinding. Another new mode, I'll put new mode in quotations, is going to be Towers of Time. They showed it off in the last trailer and they gave us a better look at it in this Combat Cast. But basically, Towers of Time currently exists in the game, and here's how you get to it if you don't know. You go to Invasions, and you go to the Gateway Portal, and then there are these towers that all have different time periods, and they give you different rewards. Now, the problem with these is people did not know that they were here, and even if they did, people probably didn't want to walk around Invasions to find the towers that they wanted to complete. So if you see, we got like hourly towers. I started off at the seasonal tower because that's the only one that I do. There's daily towers. There's a bunch of towers. There's towers all over the place. You just got to walk around and go find them. They're simplifying this design so that all the towers are going to be right in front of your face. And I think that that's good because the one tower that I was using, the seasonal tower, it's not going away. It's still going to be available, and we're still going to get exclusive rewards for doing the seasonal tower. But it'll be easier to get to and easier to find for the people who have never used it before. And like I said, I consider this a buff because I only use the seasonal tower in this mesa. It's a good way to grind. It's a good way to unlock things, level up your characters if you get a new character and have to level them up. I wouldn't say it's a good way to actually practice the game because there's modifiers, and those modifiers a lot of times are going to keep you from doing the combos and the setups and the things that you want. But it is a good way just to spend time and unlock things within the game. I like that they're going with this new layout so that maybe I will try to do more towers than just the seasonal towers, as well as that's how you're a good way to do your challenges so you can unlock your free dragon crystals, and they're going to give you rewards based on the top percentages of people to complete these towers. So if you're one of the top 10 people to complete challenges in towers every 2 weeks, you're going to get exclusive rewards specifically for that. Skins that are not released, skins that are exclusive and are unique. The skins that they showed off, it looks like a gold Order of Darkness skin for Geras and a Chaos Melina skin. So those are completely exclusive. You can't get those in the game right now. Maybe there will be other palettes available soon, but those specific palettes are only going to be unlockable via that type of gameplay and via that way. But an actual new mode that is coming to the game, something people have been asking for a long time, and it's finally coming, is online training. The ability to go in training mode with someone else, practice things, practice setups, rerun scenarios if you just lost in a game with an actual person and online. That is going to be huge. That's going to be great for actually learning the game and getting better at the game for a lot of players. And yeah, that's something that I can't wait for because that's going to be really good. So there is an actual new mode coming, and then there are some new reworks to existing modes that'll feel like a new mode. And then one final mode that they have still not said anything about that people have been asking for is rooms. Online rooms, which are basically just an online lobby that you can join even if you don't want to play and you just want to watch other people play. It'll be good for tournament organizing. It'll be good for, well, mostly just tournament organizing, but it'll also be good for like casual players who just want to chill in a room and watch other players play, or, you know, hop in every once in a while. Rooms will actually be really good for the casuals, for the competitive players, and just in general as a quality of life update. We have no word on rooms, but hopefully that's something they're working on that we can get sometime soon. There's another mode that people have been asking for that I don't think we're ever gonna get, and that is a cameo-less mode, a 1v1 mode with no cameos. Some people have been saying that they wanted that since the game came out, and that they thought they were hinting at it in the last trailer where they had a bunch of outros, character outros with no cameos. There is no word on it, and I don't think that we're ever going to get it, nor do I even want a mode without cameos. But I think as a compromise for players who might want a cameo-less mode, I think that they should just give them the ability to go into a match with no cameo. Don't make it an entire mode, don't make it its own thing, but allow them to pick no cameo and go into a match with someone who does have a cameo. Yes, obviously they will be at a disadvantage, but that's what they asked for. No, they did the same thing in the last Mortal Kombat games, and Mortal Kombat X, which was built around variations. You were able to pick a no variation mode, put yourself at a disadvantage. Maybe it was just for content or for fun, but it was a possibility. So I think they should do the same thing for people who want to play without cameos, and if that's really what you want to do, you can impose it on yourself. But for those of us who don't want to do that, we don't have to change anything about our gameplay. And also, it won't split the audience into two separate online modes, and it'll keep everybody in the same online mode going forward. And this is a thing I already asked for it in my 1 month video, but there hasn't been any new word on it or any changes to this specific thing. So I will ask for it again. What I would like is for photo mode to get buffed. So you go into customize, I'll pick Scorpion, I'll pick whatever skin I want, and then boom, I can click photo mode. He's in here, I can spin him around, I can take pictures, I can take videos, I can even now do a change pose, and I can get him in a different pose. You can move the camera as well as move the character on this little turntable. It's really good. It's not a major thing, and it's really best used for like just content creation, thumbnail creation, and things like that. What would make photo mode better, in my opinion, is if we had the ability to add a cameo character behind the main character. There is a separate customization for cameos, and I don't really feel the need to go to both every single time. But say I put on this outfit for Scorpion, I'm like, oh, I wonder what this will look like with the outfit I currently have on Farah, because that's the team I want to play. Then I can just go to a toggle down here, put Farah in the match, throw her in the back, and I can see how they look together. I asked for this a while ago, we still don't have it, and it's not a major thing, it's not a huge game-breaking thing or anything, but it would be really nice, and it would be great for content creation to have these bonus features in photo mode. And if they want to take it a step further, they could even give us different poses in photo mode based on like if you do a character or a character fatality or a cameo fatality. There's a bunch of different poses and there's a bunch of different stances depending on how you finish the game. If we could access those poses in photo mode, that would be great for content creation, thumbnail creation, general, you know, graphics creation, photo, and people who like to do the cosmetic side of these games for whatever reason. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but that would be a great bonus feature to kind of buff photo mode and give us more things to do. There are a couple issues with cross progression. This is not something that everyone has to face because everyone doesn't have the game on multiple platforms, but I do. And one of the weird problems with cross progression is sometimes the game does not know which characters I have on which account. Now I have Mortal Kombat 1 and the Premium Edition, the first combat pack, on both of my accounts. So on Xbox, I expect to see Omni-Man, Quan Chi, Peacemaker, all these characters playable. But for some reason, when I come in here, it tells me, you don't own these characters. And I'm like, wait, I actually do own these characters. So I have to refresh the inventory and then, yes. So it tells me that it wants me to buy them, even though I already own them. Sometimes I just gotta back out, go back into it, let it refresh the inventory, and then my characters, my DLC characters are there, and they're good to go. That's a weird thing that I'm pretty sure is from cross progression. Another thing that might be fixed by now, because I haven't had this problem in a while, there are the, oh actually no, I think this is evidence that there's still a problem with this. These weekly quests also have cross progression issues. I completed 6 of my weekly quests already on Steam, and I already unlocked the skin. Actually, it's not supposed to be Ermac. It's supposed to be Liu Kang this week. Okay, weird. It's behaving a bit weird today, but I completed 6 quests and I unlocked the weekly skin for this week, which should be Liu Kang. For some reason, it's showing Ermac. Then when I hop on Xbox, I just have completely different values and levels for everything. None of these challenges are completed. It's telling me that there's a different weekly skin and that I have 0 weeks, days, and left to complete this. So there are some weird issues like that where just it needs to refresh or it needs to fix, or sometimes I will complete a certain amount of challenges on Steam, but then when I go on Xbox, my progression just completely resets and I have to do those challenges over again. It's really weird. I don't know what's causing it, but I think it's just a cross progression issue because I play the game on 2 different consoles or 2 different platforms and I go back and forth between them. So I would like for that to get fixed. If it's a mirror match, if my opponent was to pick the exact same character, let's switch to CPU and go to Gears, it'll give you the same skin and then have to choose the alternate color because it gave you the same skin. So instead of it doing a random gear roll each time, it's like 1 random gear roll per character select, and if you pick the same character, they're using that same random gear roll. That's kind of stupid. And the solution is actually really simple. Just when you select a character and you get that random gear roll, the opponent should have a separate random gear roll. So then this could still happen, but it's less likely to happen because it'll just randomize and pick from all the other skins that it could use. I'm going to click on Ashra, boom, Season of Blood, Titan skin for Ashra, Order of Darkness skin for Ashra. Now if I click CPU and go again, do I get the same skin in a different palette or do I get a completely random skin? I get a random skin! They fixed this. I actually had no idea. I swear the last time I tried this it wasn't fixed, but now it appears that it is fixed. So there is now a separate random gear roll for each character, and that is really good. Boom. And then... okay, cool. So yeah, this confirms that it works. Completely separate skins, not just the same skin in a different palette. That confirms that there are 2 separate random gear rolls whenever you put on random gear and choose the same character. This is great for multiple reasons, but the reason why I noticed this was a problem was I was watching a tournament and somebody picked Johnny Cage's default skin. In tournament, the skins are supposed to be random because you're going tournament mode. And then someone else also picked Johnny Cage and they were wearing the same skin. The only difference was their pants color. That made it really hard to tell the difference between the 2 characters. Now with each character actually getting a random gear roll, you can see how you can get 2 completely different characters. You've got Season of Blood, Ashra default on the right, and you've got Ashra's Union of Light skin on the left. And they're way different, so I will never confuse which Ashra is which. That's really good, and I'm glad that they fixed that. I think I've talked about everything that there was to talk about except for, we didn't talk about gameplay, but I'm not going to do a huge section on gameplay for the reason that, 1, I'm a casual player, so there are people who know more about the meta and the nuances of gameplay than me who will probably talk more about it and have more significant thoughts on it. The other reason is because we're getting a massive patch for gameplay and for balance with the next Chaos Reigns update. So while I could say, oh, I think they should buff this and nerf that, by the time Tuesday comes and Chaos Reigns is here, they could have already buffed that and nerfed that. So it's no real point of me talking about it. But as the way the meta is and the balance of the game is right now, I think it's really good. I think that no character is too strong by itself that everyone will run to that character. And I think there is no character that is too weak that they are unviable. Yes, some characters are weaker than other characters. I play Geras, and I think that Geras at best is mid-tier. And they buffed him a couple times. I still think he's mid-tier. However, I don't think Geras is unviable because that is still the character that I like to use the most when I go online. He might have a harder time, especially against characters that play to his weaknesses, but I don't think anyone is unviable. There was a time in this game where people would say that Scorpion and Sub-Zero were unviable, and then you got Scorpion Pharah as one of the strongest teams in the game right now, and Sub-Zero Chameleon as one of the strongest teams in the game a couple patches ago. Quan Chi was considered unviable when he first came out. They gave him one new portal buff, and now he's one of the strongest zoners in the game, and just a formidable opponent for sure. So I think that every character is viable, and that you are able to play with them as long as you are playing the right game plan and you have the best cameo to support your game plan. I think in this game where cameos are the meta, that is important to actually unlocking your full potential with the character, is having that right cameo and having that right game plan. So I don't think any character is too weak. I don't think any character is too strong in the current meta. However, even if you do, we're about to get a lot of buffs. We're about to get a lot of reworks, nerfs, new moves, and things. So everything is going to shift in 5 days. Also, one of the best things that they could have done for this game, and they continue to do, is they're continuing to add moves throughout the development so that the meta of this game never really gets stagnant, because any character can shoot up or down the tier list in one buff, in one nerf, in one new move. Adding new moves is so good for the meta. I mean, yes, it can make it seem volatile and harder to actually know and confirm what's going on, but it also opens up new gameplay paths every single patch, every single month, every single week, however often they add new things. And with this new patch, we're getting a lot of new things. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of shifts in the meta of the game. I'm not the biggest fan of Combat League, but the reason is just how people play online. And I can't think of any changes to the game that would change the way people play online. People just play like that. That's how people act. You know, I can't really do anything about it. And I don't think that NetherRealm can do anything about it. That's just how people play. But I would appreciate if there was some sort of buff to different regions, if there was a way to support, because I heard that in different regions the netcode is not as good, or there's less servers, or for whatever reason just online play is not as easy and convenient, and there should be some sort of support for other regions that are not as popular. I live in North America, which is probably the most popular region in these NRS games. That's where they make the games at, and that's where usually where the highest level of competitive scene comes from. So we get a lot of support and we get a lot of love on that front. But I would love for people in Africa and Oceania to also have as much support and be able to play the game as much and as conveniently as we can. So while it's not something I personally experience, I would love for that to open up for people all over the world, especially going into the next Pro Comp season. We don't have an announcement yet. We don't know when it's going to be. But I would love for them to open up more regions in the next season of Pro Comp, like Africa. I would really appreciate that, because I've seen African players play. I know some of them love this game, and I would love for them to be showcased on the global stage, just like so many other regions are, including Europe, the Middle East, Oceania, and other regions like that. So yeah, that's technically an online gameplay change, or an online change that I think they could support, and I think that everyone would kind of be on board with. I think I got to everything that I wanted to say about this game, and those weren't really complaints, because a lot of times, like I said, I would say something like, oh, they should tell us what the Warrior Shrine is, and then boom, today at the Combat Cast they told us what the Warrior Shrine is. Or I said, hey, in my last video I said they should add more ways so that we know how much completion we have in Invasions mode. Now, I think that I have completed everything in Invasions mode, but there's no way to tell. That's one of my biggest problems, is I have no idea if I'm done all the mesas. And we now have a bunch of ways to tell how much completion we have in Invasions mode. They give us a percentage of completion for each mesa, as well as now we also have the amount of chests unlocked. And I don't have 100% completion on every mesa this season, but I do have all the chests unlocked. And that was more important to me than 100% completion, because I just wanted to make sure I got all of the consumables, the unlockables, and the cosmetics that were available this season. Other things, I said they should fix the random gear roll, and they fixed the random gear roll. In that first video I made a month ago, we did not have crossplay. Now we have crossplay between both consoles and PC, and we have crossplay King of the Hills, so that they can do full crossplay tournaments for this game. And they have been doing crossplay tournaments, and for the most part, it's all been going pretty smooth, and it seems to be implemented pretty well. So while I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about and suggest, and I still have a couple things I think they should change, the majority of my concerns and my suggestions that I've had from the day this game dropped to now have already been fixed. adjusted or added and implemented into the game. And I really gotta shout out NetherRealm Studios for their due diligence. I will agree with you guys that this was not a full complete package on launch, and it had a lot of problems when it first launched. But at this point, I would say it's a complete package, and that is ahead of Chaos Reigns. Anything we get added to the game in Chaos Reigns, in my opinion, is just icing on top of the cake. It's just an additional buff. It's additional content. Right now, as the game currently stands, I think that we got a full-fledged game, and I love to play it back when it was broken and it wasn't complete, so I love to play it even more now, and I can't wait to put much more time into this game. Not to brag or anything, but I have over 700 hours in this game since it launched. I know that might be crazy to some people, but I just love playing the game, and I pick it up every single day just to try out the new things, maybe to lab some new character cameo combinations, and I still feel like I've only scratched the surface. There's a lot of characters I've never really played and unlocked their full potential. There's a lot of character and cameo combinations that I've not unlocked their full potential. Yes, it had some problems, and it had a lot of problems, and shit, it'll probably have some more problems moving forward, but I'm willing to stick with this game through the problems, because once that stuff gets fixed, we're coming into a game that just has way more potential than any other NetherRealm Studios game we've ever had before, and that's what I love about this one. I want them to fix the few cross progression issues that I'm still having. I would love for them to fix or add to the photo mode so that we can do more things with it, and I would love for them to maybe add an option to play without a cameo, not for me but for those players who don't want to use cameos, and continue to add more modes. While we are going to get a bunch of updates for modes in Chaos Reigns, we can never have too much mode or too many modes or too much content in the game, so continuing to add will just make it so that more people have more things to do in this game going into the future. But I think with all of that, I think that that's it. And I need you to do one more thing. There's a secret combo that you can do in the game. I don't know if you guys all know about it, but I'm going to tell you guys how to unlock it. First, one thing you got to do is boom, hit me with the 3-hit combo, smash the like button like Ryu, spear the subscribe button like Scorpion, and kick the notification bell like Kazuya if you are excited for Chaos Reigns dropping in 5 days and everything that is coming with it. Like I said, there's still a few things that I wanted to change in the game, but Chaos Reigns will really take care of the majority of that. So I can't wait to explore the new characters. I can't wait to play the new story. I can't wait to try out the new version of Towers of Time and unlock new dragon crystals every week. That is going to be insane, and I just can't wait. I cannot wait for Chaos Reigns. I think the game is already on an upward trajectory, and Chaos Reigns is going to take it up at a very fast pace. And we still have not much of an idea about the new guest characters, whether or not we're going to get new cameos, or any of the things coming in the future of this game. So, yeah, it can only get better from here, in my personal opinion. But that is going to be it for this one, you guys. Like I said in the beginning, tell me how you feel. Tell me your opinions, whether you disagree with me or agree with me. I'd still like to hear it. And if you have an idea for something that I didn't mention that they should implement into the game, go ahead and let me know. If your complaint is that you just don't like cameos, oh well, you know, it's not much that you could do about it. But NetherRealm Studios, and they've made 11 other Mortal Kombat games that don't have cameos. So if that's your only problem, is that you don't like cameos, go play one of the other 11 games. And I said this before in my other ones, if your main problem is just microtransactions, don't support the microtransactions. It's very easy to not buy the things. Or if you want the things but don't want to spend the money, it's very easy to unlock the things through gameplay. And it's about to be even easier with these new weekly challenges. So vote with your wallet. If you don't like the microtransactions, the best thing you can do is not support them. It's very easy. Or unlock the content for free without spending any money, like I do. There's 2 types of ways to unlock things in this game. I said this before. You can pay money so that you don't have to spend too much time, or you can spend your time so that you don't have to pay money. If you're looking for a third thing, you're going to be waiting forever, probably, because Any third thing would undermine those other two ways of unlocking content. And if they want to keep us playing the game and spending our time, or if they want to keep us spending our money to save our time, then they're not going to add a third way to unlock things. So it's unfortunate for some people, but that it is what it is. And you can still play the game and enjoy the gameplay and the characters without spending any money on microtransactions. All that stuff is cosmetic. It's all superficial. And at the end of the day, none of it is real. If for some reason Mortal Kombat 1 got erased off of the servers and no one was ever able to play it ever again, all of those little digital outfits you bought for your character would go away and they would cease to exist. So I wouldn't put too much stake into the little digital JPEGs of costumes anyway, because none of it is real. But that is going to be it. Those are all my opinions on the game, where it could be, where it is currently, and how it's going, and how it will probably improve with this next patch. But that is going to be it for this one, you guys. So tell me how you felt about my thoughts. Tell me if you feel me and if you have other thoughts. And I will see you guys next time in another new one. Shit, my next video might be when Chaos Range drops and we do our first day one live stream. So I'm very excited for that. Let me know if you are excited as well. And I'll see you next time in another new one. Peace. Having just throw his own head into the ring. Oh, it gave me hiccups.
Will not end well.
Now the end begins.
He's a keeper of time in his. Oh, a new rain skin? I was about to rewind, but let's just watch the whole thing first. New frost skin?
We try to break the cycle of violence.